Alright, so I checked out The Beyond, and it turns out I'd seen it before. It was one of those, I'm sure you've had it before, where you're looking at a film and you're thinking, I swear I've seen this before. And then a few minutes in you realise, yeah, you have actually seen it before. Not a problem though. It's a brilliant film, really good. Probably one of my favourite Fulci films of the films of his that I've actually seen. So Lucio Fulci, probably best known for directing Zombie Flesh Eaters, which we did cover in the Dead of Night Collection series that I did. It's a really good film, and we are going to be covering its sequels in this review series later on down the line. So this has got exactly what you want from a Fulci film now. Masterfully made gore. I'll show you bits where I can. Warning if you're squeamish. If you are squeamish though, I'm not really sure why you're watching this video. This is an excellent example of an 80s Italian horror film, and this one kicked off the 80s, being made in 1981. So the story is about a hotel that houses one of the 7 gates of hell, and in the past a painter accidentally opens this gate and he gets killed for it. And then in present day 80s, a woman called Liza inherits the hotel and she's trying to renovate it when she accidentally reopens the gate. The story is told really well through gothic style sets, slow and atmospheric horror, and a whole lot of terrible acting. Just what you need, really.
Big surprise, huh?
More or less. I mean, I knew I had a rich uncle who was a bachelor with a lot of real estate, but I never imagined from one day to the next that I'd be run the hotel.
Harris here.
Miller wants you up in 24 on the double.
I'm on my way, honey.
Here. And he tried to kill you, huh?
Please, John. You must believe me. What are you doing in my room?
I was looking for keys.
The best part of this film, however, is the side characters. We've got loads of them, and they're all crazy and extremely watchable. If it's not Joe the plumber, it'll be the old dude in the bookshop who'll tickle you and leave you wanting a film solely dedicated to them.
Is having on house.
Hi, Larry. How's it going?
Oh, good morning. I'm going to have this whole wall finished by tonight.
Great.
Bye.
Hey, is anybody home?
Sir, I made this little pathway to the far end, just for Joe.
So there are 2 scenes that I want to talk about briefly, because I feel that they're worth talking about. Spoilers, I guess. So the first scene involves a mother and daughter visiting a hospital, where they get into a bit of a jam. The mother's face gets melted off by this milk looking substance, and she turns into a red smoothie along the floor. And the daughter gets a face full of zombie and goes blind. Now the second scene involves a man who falls off a ladder, and then out of nowhere, he's getting eaten by tarantulas for 4 minutes. Incredible. So you probably noticed again that the print isn't amazing. It is a bit better than last week, and it doesn't ruin the film in any way at all. Luckily, the sound is really good this week, and that's good because the soundtrack by Fabio Frizzi is excellent. Let's have a look at the packaging. It's really good. A fine example of a Vipco film. Really bigs up the film on the back, and it does not disappoint. Runtime's spot on, there's no spelling errors, it's all good here. There's even a quote from Time Out. You wouldn't see that on a Dead of Night film. Little side note as well, the first DVD started with the old Vipco logo. This one starts with a different and much worse logo. Then a little montage and then the menu pops up. It's not as good as the first release, Asylum. But also, see any similarities here? That must just be a coincidence. And let's see what we get on the disc. A really cheap looking menu, and then just standard stuff. Stills, filmographies, chapter select, and trailers, plural. Now, what trailers are we going to get this week? Good ones. And we start off with a trailer for Psychic Killer, which is a film we're going to be covering on episode 39 of this series, and it makes it look pretty good. And we also get a trailer for Shogun Assassin, which Vipco released on their Vault of Horror collection. For those who don't know, this is a butchered version of Lone Wolf and Cub. And if you haven't seen Lone Wolf and Cub, they are definitely worth checking out. And this Criterion box set is amazing. So, not too bad with the trailers this week.
One man and one child defy the most notorious masters of death on the planet.
So, to sum up, this is a must-watch for fans of horror, gore, or fulci. It's fun, it's silly, it's violent, and it is a great addition to this collection. It's also sported an amazing soundtrack by Freezer. There are other versions of this out there. There's a Blu-ray by Shameless, and there's a Blu-ray by Arrow floating around, so if you prefer a copy with better quality, then I'd go for one of those. Probably the Arrow version, as they're generally really good. So, decent film this week, and next week we've got the longest film in the entire collection. A Blade in the Dark.